Every time war breaks out, oil prices starts rising. Gas prices increase, the cost of food becomes more expensive, and inflation spreads throughout the economy. But most people don't understand why oil reacts every time conflicts arrive. Today, I want to break down how oil, geopolitics, and your everyday cost of living is connected. You see, oil is one of the most important commodities there is in the world economy. It fuels transportation, shipping, manufacturing, agriculture, and it's used to supply electricity to most parts of the world. And because of that, anything that threatens the supply of oil immediately affects the global market. Now, markets don't wait to react until there's a shortage. Market reacts based on fear of disruption. So let's say a trader believes that war is going to break out or there's going to be a disruption in the transportation route. That causes prices to rise. Now, one of the most important places in the global system of oil is the Strait of Hormuz. This narrow pathway sits directly near Iran, and it's used to supply the world's oil daily at nearly 20%. So when conflicts threatened this route, they closed it, and global markets immediately reacted. This closure caused millions of barrels of oil to stop moving to the rest of the world. Now, when that happened, the price of oil rose. It rose to pandemic levels. A price for a barrel rose to about $110. We didn't see that. We haven't seen that since the pandemic. Now, when oil prices rise, it doesn't just affect the gas at the pump stations, it spreads through the entire economy. You see, there's a chain reaction. Oil affects transportation costs affects food prices, and energy affects manufacturing. Shipping then affects the global trade costs. And that's why rising oil prices can lead to high inflation. Now, while consumers are feeling the price, oil producers are the beneficiaries. You see, when oil goes up, they benefit from the price of energy rising. So, energy companies, oil producing countries, and investors. So, yes, the energy companies, investors in the energy sector, they benefit. You see, they benefit every time the energy sector sees oil prices increase, they know that their profits are going to be higher. So, major oil companies, they're benefiting from this war. Oil exporting countries, they're benefiting, and energy sector investors, they're benefiting. And this is why energy stocks sometimes rise during geopolitical tensions. Now, the reason I talk about geopolitics, currencies, and markets is because these events eventually show up in your everyday life. What happens in the global markets can affect the price of food, transportation, and the cost of living in countries around the world. Understanding how the global system works gives you a different perspective on money, investing, and the economy. And when you see headlines about conflict, such as the ones we're seeing right now in the Middle East, or you see the price of oil rising, remember that global events don't stay global for long. They eventually show up in your wallet. And the more you understand these systems, is the better you'll be prepared to navigate these systems.